So I'm almost 45 years old, haven't really worked out at all in my life. Joined a gym, would go casually, never anything structured, same equipment, same machine, same exercises over and over again. And you get bored with it, so you end up not being motivated to go, end up sitting on the couch more, watching more TV. You kind of get to the point where your kids are more active than you are, and you want to be out with them, and having something that will motivate you, that will be more structured, that holds you accountable. And when CrossFit Cove showed up, caught my eye, liked the class I was going on at the time, it's really just make a commitment to yourself and go for it.
We have 2 kids, running around with them, trying to do stuff with them. I started feeling, that I just wasn't having this energy that I wanted to do all that. So I really wanted something that I could go and commit to. I've tried gyms, I've tried things at home. I always start 2 weeks, then something comes up, I go on a trip, and I come back and it's back to square one. Having been through this, I've actually seen a lot of results. It's starting to improve other aspects of my life. Things at work, things with kids.
I'm 42. I retired out of the Navy. We recently had a baby, and my grandfather died of a heart attack when my dad was 13 years old. I don't want to do that. I want to be here for him, and I want to play catch in the yard, wrestle in the living room, and I want to see him graduate, and I want to be healthier for him, to set a good example, to show him the right way to go about doing things and holding yourself accountable and doing things to be proud of, instead of being on the couch and say, have a good game, son, or not being there at all.
I'm turning 40 in November. Most of my family hasn't lived past 60. It's competitive, but a lot of it's competition against yourself. This is about the 4th weekend. I've lost 16 pounds. Been married 8 years and pretty much been the same weight for 8 years, if not 10 or 20 pounds heavier. You're scheduled up in advance to go 3 times a week for 6 weeks. That's when you go, you paid for it. You form a camaraderie with everybody, so you want to go there and see everybody and you want to do better.
What's really motivating me is having my kids see my dedication to this. The other piece is the diet piece. Just with the suggestions of preparing everything in the beginning of the week, my kids have something to eat, and it's kind of indirectly teaching them good eating habits.
Typically when I went and worked out in many places, it was about me. It was not about us. And I think that's different here. I kept pushing myself just because the team helped me do that.
When I came in and saw everybody else still here, that's a big motivator, because he are showing up there for me. I'm going to show up for them. And I think that's been a large portion of my support system.
The whole essence of this is that you go in and have someone watch you and show you how to do everything correctly and make sure you're doing it correctly and work out different parts of your body that you never would have before.
I think when you're talking about what we really get a kick out of, it's just everybody's an athlete and people kind of discover it. Some people are former athletes, some people never saw themselves as athletes, but after 4 or 5 weeks, they see themselves as athletes, and that's amazing.